You have my son, I don't know what's going on, I didn't authorize any of this, give me my baby. Greetings fellow Earthlings, my name is Amber, and if you read the title of the video, you know what we're talking about today. So let's just get into it. Long story short, I had a baby, had to have it in a hospital because there were complications with my pregnancy, couldn't have it at home like I wanted to, so we had to go to the hospital. In the hospital, I suffered further complications with myself, and there was bleeding, whatever. I had to stay in the hospital to get treatment, but the baby was fine. He was healthy, named him Ben, boy, cute, whatever. So I stayed in the hospital for 7 days, and personally, I don't really like the healthcare system or hospitals or anything like that. I don't really know what goes on in the nursery. I found some pretty horrifying accounts from some women who had firsthand experience. So I was like, I don't really want my son to stay in an environment like that. Come to find out, that would have been the best thing for him. Anyway, my mother kindly offered to take him home and care for him there until I could come and take him back to my home and care for him like a mother should. So I agreed, let my mom take him. She took him home, whenever. A week passed and I was released from the hospital, so I went to my parents' house and to pick up my son. Couldn't find any of his toys anywhere, couldn't find any of his things, any bottles, any nothing. So frantically, I asked my mother where my son was because I couldn't find him, and she pretended to know nothing of what I was talking about. She was like, your son? What do you mean your son? You don't have a son? I was like, yeah, I do. I came out of the hospital because I just had a freaking baby. So she was no help. I went to my dad, asked the same thing, same response. And obviously, incredibly furious, just frustrated, scared, where the heck is my baby? I got angry, I yelled, other stuff happened. Finally, they told me he was put up for adoption. Somehow. Okay. So, I got in contact with the adoption agency that had my son. They were no help at all. They gave me a number and told me, this is where your son is. We can't tell you if he's adopted or in foster care or whatever, but this is where your son is. So, I had this number. I called this number multiple times for 2 days straight. No answer. There was a voicemail. It was a lady's voicemail. I left multiple messages. I was like, listen, you have my son. I don't know what's going on. I didn't authorize any of this. Give me my baby. And I heard nothing for 2 days. And then at the end of the 2 days, I got an email. An email. Not even a phone call. Not even a knock at the door. An email. And it said, I'm so sorry for your loss, but he's mine now. And that was that. So, I was freaking out, furious, had no idea what to do. And then I woke up. Because it was all a dream. But it felt real though. It really did.